Would Britney Spears have gone crazy after a night out with Diddy? We have a darker story ahead, so please stay with us.
Cassie just name-dropped Britney Spears in the Diddy trial as she was on the stand testifying. She said Sean was there and he brought Dallas Austin, Britney Spears. I think those were the two that stand out to me. Now, what she is talking about is her 21st birthday party that took place on September 8th, 2007. The picture is right above. You see Britney with Diddy, Paris Hilton, and then there's Dallas Austin next to her.
In 2007, Britney Spears and Sean Diddy Combs went to Vegas and partied hard, just hours before her famous VMA meltdown. Brace yourselves, because this story will shock you. Now that Diddy's trial is still going on, we have new information about a night that may have changed the past of pop culture that makes this story even more powerful. You'll understand why it happened, what happened, and how it relates to the current mess Diddy is in by the end. Hold on to your hats, guys. We're about to get into it. Now picture this. It's September 7th, 2007, and Las Vegas is crazy. Stars are going from club to club on the Strip, which is full of bright lights and loud music. Britney Spears, the pop princess, is at Pure Nightclub for Cassie Ventura's 21st birthday party, which is being put on by Sean Diddy Combs. It's a crazy mix of champagne, flashing cameras, and a lot of narcissistic egos in the VIP area. Paris Hilton and music artist Dallas Austin are there. Anyway, Britney is already being watched closely because she just got divorced from Kevin Federline and the media are following her around like crazy. Remember that time she shaved her head? The MTV Video Music Awards are in 2 days, and her new song, Give Me More, was supposed to be the first thing people heard of her. But she went to a party that night and no one was looking. This is where it gets even better. The shocking news comes from Shutter Scoop, which says Diddy has been talking for years about hooking up with Britney that very night. A close friend says Diddy told this story dozens of times, laughing about how crazy and out of control Britney was in bed. He thought it made him look more like a player, which was cool. Britney and Diddy are seen cuddling up in pictures from that night. Remember that her eyes are covered by sunglasses at night. She looked like she was barely able to keep herself together now. Now, they went to 50 Cent's after-party at the Hard Rock Hotel after leaving Pure. The party went on until early in the morning. According to people who knew her, Britney was confused and holding to Diddy in a way that made everyone look twice. Let's go back to September 9th, 2007. The VMAs have Britney on stage to sing Give Me More. It's meant to be her big comeback when she shows she's still got. It's actually a train wreck. She has trouble with the dance moves, her lip sync is off, and she seems to be in a different place at all times. Some people are very harsh on her and say this is the worst time in her career. Fans? They are, in fact, very sad. Britney later says in her 2023 autobiography, The Woman in Me, that she hadn't slept the night before, had a panic attack backstage, and felt like she had to act even though she begged to not. She said, I knew it was going to be bad. I was a mess. But what she didn't say, and what is now becoming clear, was what happened in the hours before the show. Her fall was caused by Diddy's wild night with her. Let's go back and talk about why this is important. Britney was 25 years old and a worldwide star in 2007, but her life was falling apart. She lost custody of her 2 young boys, was struggling with addiction, and was stuck in a bad conservatorship where the other person controlled everything she did. The media was mean to her and made her look like a failed hero. Also at the time, Diddy was very powerful. He was the boss of Bad Boy Records, a fashion star, and the king of parties. He threw expensive parties where famous people and shady characters mixed, and no one could touch his power. Cassie Ventura, who was his girlfriend, at the time, was a rising R&B star who was signed to his label. That night in Las Vegas was her 21st birthday, and Diddy went all out, bringing big names like Britney to show off his power. But here's the problem. Diddy doesn't look so safe anymore. We know that he was caught in September 2024 on federal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transporting women for prostitution. He's been in a Brooklyn jail since then, pleading not guilty, but more and more proof is coming in. Okay, we're done with the case. Cassie sued him in 2023 and got $20 million out of the deal. She said he raped her, abused her physically, and forced her into drug-fueled freak-offs with male escorts from all over the country, where she slept with them while he watched. Britney's name first came up again when she testified in Diddy's ongoing trial, which, as I said, we've been covering.
More pictures from that night. There's Britney. Obviously, that's Cassie and Diddy. More pictures from that night. Britney standing next to Diddy, 50 Cent, Paris. Another one from that night. Britney with Diddy, Cassie. Why is this important? Well, September 8th, 2007 was the night before the MTV Video Music Awards, the 2007 MTV Video Music Awards, where Britney Spears performed her now infamous performance of Gimme More. Now, also why it's important, because Lou Taylor and Robin Greenhill from TriStar Sports and Entertainment allegedly were the ones that orchestrated Britney's conservatorship to begin with, and they have been named in this Diddy lawsuit multiple times. It's a little bit jarring because the Britney fandom has always had questions about that night. These pictures are not new. We've seen these pictures for a long time, but we've always had questions on what went on that night because Britney just didn't seem okay the next day. But anyways, put your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of this? This is wild.
Cassie told the judge that Diddy had asked Britney and her ex-boyfriend Dallas Austin to her birthday party in Las Vegas. A kiss was kind of a public way to mark the start of the relationship. Getty Images photos show that Britney was with Diddy, Cassie and Austin at Jet nightclub, which was another place they went that night. Even though I don't know how their relationship worked, Cassie was first with Dallas Austin. After meeting Cassie, Diddy signed her as a singer. That's when he moved to get her away from Dallas Austin. So I don't know if Dallas was still with Cassie when Diddy made his move, or if Dallas would still come to her party after Diddy took her away. It's all crazy, and I don't know how it works. Now, keep in mind that this was either the start of Cassie and Diddy's romance or very close to it. This is also where the violence is said to have started. More facts have come to light since the Shutter Scoot report came out, and they're scary. Court testimony from May 15th shows Cassie's story of how Diddy started being controlling that very night. Guys, she said that their business relationship went romantic after he kissed her at the party, but it turned into 10 years of abuse very quickly. Mila Morales, Cassie's makeup artist, and George Kaplan, Diddy's former assistant, both claimed that they saw Cassie with bruises and other injuries that they said were caused by Diddy's violence. Kaplan quit his job with Diddy because of how the rapper treated the women in his life, which made him very upset. Not only doing little things with Cassie, but also with a woman named Gina. Additionally, this includes the time in 2015 when Diddy abused Cassie while on a private jet to Las Vegas, in full view of everyone on board.
This is going to blow your mind. This is the evolution of Britney Spears from 2000 to 2024. And look what happened in 2003. Who's this guy? Anyone recognize him? And also pay attention to what happens in 2007. Now, instead of showing a photo at the end of 2024, I'm going to show you a video of how she looks now as of a month ago. So stay tuned. But here, the famous meltdown 2027. I also found her reportedly going to Diddy parties in 2007. And then the whole situation. Coincidence? I don't know. You be the judge. Either way, she's looking pretty good afterwards, as if, she survived Diddy. I have nothing bad to say about Britney Spears. I hope everything's going well for her. I hope she continues to be successful. But at some point soon, it does look like she starts to become a slightly different person. But I'll let you guys be the judge. What do you think? Is it the same person from here to here? And moving forward, do we have a different Britney? Has she just aged? Is it none of my business? Is it none of all of our business? Either way, stick around because in 2024, she has made an appearance about a month ago, and you're about to see what that is. I'm gonna get out the way. Here you are.
I forget I'm famous sometimes.
2024.
I'm kind of old, but I thought it was kind of cool. The Sabrina girl, Carpenter. She said something by Shimon. I was like, Thanks, that's cool. She made me cool. Okay, maybe not.
What does Britney have to do with this? There's no proof that she took part in Diddy's freak-offs or anything else illegal, and she hasn't been accused of any crime. Fans are worried about the timing, and people who were there are now looking back at that Vegas night to see if something darker happened. It's crazy what's finally coming out. People are sharing all kinds of receipts on social media. Britney went to Cassie's 21st birthday party the night before her VMA, which was a huge disappointment. And she is always seen at Diddy parties. Guys, if you haven't seen it yet, it's crazy. Then someone else posted something saying that it was actually someone else who made the link, and that it wasn't just her divorce. We were all interested in her breakup and losing custody, right? What if, though, that night was the start of Britney Spears' falls? This fake relationship or relationship-like thing with Diddy, because she may have been in a freakout that destroyed her even more. Her mind was already not well. When Diddy slept with a woman who was already addicted and had a lot of mental health problems, she took advantage of her. He kissed Cassie that night, and she was there with her ex-boyfriend. I'm not sure if he was the boyfriend at the time, but she was seeing Dallas Austin at the time Diddy met her and took Cassie away. He got her a record deal and began to use tricks and move in on Cassie to get her to leave Dallas Austin. Then I ask, if Dallas wasn't afraid of Diddy, why would he show up to this birthday party? Is he still with Cassie? Did Diddy kiss Cassie in front of everyone, or did they do it behind closed doors? It's really a lot, guys. It's hard to sort through everything and figure out what was going on at that time. It's hard to figure out what really happened until we get more records. Britney has never talked about Diddy's alleged bragging in public or admitted that she had a hookup. Her autobiography doesn't even talk about him. It's mostly about how hard it was for her with mental illness, addiction, and her custody. But the pictures don't lie. That night she was with Diddy, Cassie, and other people. And she looked very wobbly and shaky. People close to Diddy said that he was bragging about her everywhere, and everyone knew about it. Around the music scene, but no one spoke out against him because he was too strong. His kingdom is falling apart, and I think it's already broken up. Those whispers sound like screams. There are a lot of questions because Britney's side of the story is missing. All we have are Diddy's claimed words and some ugly pictures. Did something happen that made Britney more likely to lose it? Was she nothing more than a victim in Diddy's crazy world? I've already told you that Diddy's trial isn't just about him. It's showing how bad the music business really is. In court, names of famous people like Usher, Justin Bieber, and even Michael B. Jordan have been brought up, but none of them have been charged with a crime yet. It hurts to hear Britney's name over and over again. We thought we knew everything about Britney's life, especially about her guardianship, because we had seen so much of her. Several films have been made on this subject, but Diddy has never been brought up.
If you're a Britney Spears fan and you're as pissed off as me that we never saw true justice for her in the way that none of her abusers got any sort of criminal charges, stand by, we may be getting something. And if you're confused why I have a picture of Sean Diddy Combs behind me, I'm going to explain why this is all related. Diddy is managed by TriStar Sports and Entertainment, and of course you know that name because they are the business management company that had Britney's assets and allegedly were part of trapping her into her illegal conservatorship. And now they are implicated in this case with Diddy. You'll be surprised to learn how long Lou Taylor has actually been friends with Diddy. She met Diddy in 1990 when she worked at Uptown Records in Florida, and he was just an intern at the time. They developed a long-term friendship, and over the years after she established her own business management firm, he became one of her biggest clients. And if you want proof of that with a paper trail, here you go. That says Sean Combs. Signed by Lou Taylor. And also the address right there is the TriStar Sports and Entertainment office address. Earlier in the year, Lil Rod filed a lawsuit against Diddy, and he named Robin Greenhill specifically for some terrible thing. I truly cannot read all this out loud on here because I'll be in trouble. But Robin Greenhill of TriStar Sports and Entertainment was listed as his accountant who was sending payments to the people that are victims of Diddy, okay? Read through that if you want to understand that better. If you're a Britney fan, you probably remember Robin's name from this. Remember when it came out that Britney Spears was allegedly illegally surveilled by black box security by the whistleblower Alex Vlasov? Vlasov also named Robin Greenhill directly. Alex Vlasov alleged that TriStar Entertainment tapped Britney's communications and monitored her every single move. He even alleged that they had illegally planted audio recording devices and video recording devices all around her home, including her bedroom. Now, they have denied these claims. I'm just telling you that for legal purposes, really. One of the reasons I bring this up is because I saw the press conference yesterday where the feds were talking about what they have brought Diddy in on and everything, and there was a clip that really caught my attention.
And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee.
This is a part of this whole thing I'm going to keep a very close eye on because I want to find out more and if it had anything at all to do with TriStar and Robin Greenhill and Lou Taylor again. I don't know yet, but it's just something that stuck out to me is all. So far in the paperwork that was released about the indictment of Diddy, I do not see any specific references to TriStar, but I did find this. It says, finally, the evidence includes records obtained pursuant to over 300 grand jury subpoenas and other voluntary productions. These materials come from over 100 entities. I'm skipping ahead. It says, and even the defendant's companies and wealth management firm. I believe that wealth management firm is referring to TriStar Sports and Entertainment. So it sounds to me like they are going to be investigating TriStar. At the very least, there's no way they're getting around their depositions this time because this is the feds. So while I don't believe that we ever got to see true justice for Britney Spears, maybe we'll at least get to see some retribution for TriStar, Lou, and Robin Greenhill. Stand by, because I'm definitely...
Britney has been abused, exploited, and has been through a system that chewed her up and spit her out. If what Diddy is said to have done with the woman and bragging about it is true, it's not only a scandal, it could also be a clue about why she had a breakdown in 2008 and had to be hospitalized and put under a care. That didn't have anything to do with it, right? What did he do to the pop princess? Is something that people are asking online. We have to rethink things we thought. We all knew because of this trial. What does this mean? Britney has been quiet, focused on her life after leaving the Conservative Party. She's back in charge of her story, but this Diddy mess could take her back to the past she worked so hard to leave behind. And for Diddy, every detail, like the claim that he bragged about Britney, helps the prosecution's case that he's a monster who took advantage of a very weak woman. With more names coming out, the trial is sure to get crazy. It's going to last for weeks. When I say dozens of witnesses, some of them are experts. A lot of them are police officers, but some are victims and some are observers. Things keep getting worse. And I'm just thinking if Britney's name will come up or be linked to this again. Britney was there, but Cassie only said that she was there. What else happened that night? Or maybe another night? What was so bad about it that it ruined her whole performance? She didn't want to do it, but she had to. I don't get what this is saying. Guys, I'll let you know when more information comes out. You won't want to miss any of the study I've been doing on Diddy, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon. That's really crazy. The case starts again in the morning tomorrow, and I'll be here to give you all the latest news. Make sure you check back tomorrow for that. I'll see you on the next one. Until then.